The Secretary of State's job, as I came to learn firsthand, is a traveling job. I was fortunate to travel many miles with her. When I first heard that she'd passed away, the very first thing I did, I was home in New York, was to go into the kitchen and look at these two beautiful paintings from Haiti that Madeleine gave Hillary and me, because she knew how much we cared about what happened there. And there are just so many things that I remember. I remember that in addition to Colombia, she was always interested in Argentina, not only because they were a very strong ally of the United States, but because when I went on a state visit there and she went with me, I went into, with Hillary, we went into a dance hall in downtown Buenos Aires, and there was Madeleine dancing a mean tango. The rest of us were looking for lessons. She was looking for the dance floor. She was always about a half a step ahead on a lot of these things that matter a lot. I'm saying this all because she was a really fully developed woman. I mean, her life was sort of a microcosm of the late 20th century in Europe and the United States. Her family was run out of their home first by Hitler and then by Stalin. She came to America still not knowing the true story of her family and what they had done to survive. After she was Secretary of State, she finally learned that she was actually raised Jewish and had 3 of her 4 grandparents die in the Holocaust. But somehow in the middle of all that, we gave a distinguished Czech diplomat and his family a chance to come to America as refugees. And their daughter wound up becoming ambassador to the UN and Secretary of State, and doing lots of other good things. She made us laugh, she made us cry, some of us she made mad. But she had a full, hopeful life because she knew what she believed in, she knew what she was for, she knew what she was against. And she wanted other people to feel the same way and then to talk about it instead of kill each other over it. That's basically her simple political philosophy. Today, we see in Ukraine all too tragically what Madeleine always knew, that the advance of freedom is neither inevitable or permanent, and that in politics, where the lure of power is strong and the temptation to abuse it is often irresistible, there are no permanent victories or defeats. Her book on fascism was one of many she wrote. I personally love the one she wrote comparing the relationship of religion and politics in different countries. She just was curious. I want you to remember that. She was a great Secretary of State. She did 20 other things I could mention. But the most important thing is God gave her a fine mind, a wealth of experience for anybody who was willing to pay attention to it. And she made the most of it, not just for herself, but for other people. She loved this country more than you will ever know. And one of my proudest sad moments was when we went together to Václav Havel's funeral. And I believe that his wife Dagmar and high officials of the Czech government are here today too. Madeleine spoke for the United States. And we were in the National Cathedral. It was freezing cold. And Madeline got up and started mourning and paying tribute to her friend in their native tongue. The impact on the audience was electric. She spoke about 5 languages, I think, 4 more than I do anyway. Some would say 5, but anyway, the impact was electric. And I kept thinking, this is what America is about. That a hardworking immigrant family could come here and it could come to this. So I ask you, Madeline said once that we can't just be actors. We have to be authors of our own history. She was a great author. But will people read, remember, follow? This is what she would want me to say today. I had a good life. I was happy. I was so blessed in my family and my work and friends. But freedom and democracy and the rule of law are not permanently enshrined just because we've survived 200 plus years. Now, think about the world you want for your grandchildren and work for it. We love you, Madeline. We miss you. But I pray to God we never stop hearing you. Just sit on our shoulder and nag us to death till we do the right thing. God bless you. Thank you.